It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the pistol, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. We send a man in motion. On first down, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on second. And they take him down right along the 30. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down from the red zone. The throw is caught. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Ooh, Ooh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll try and throw it here. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Gonna keep this one and go. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
First and 10 from the 41. They'll run the counter. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 now. McLaughlin's got it, complete. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's officially into enemy territory now, and they're going to give him the opposing 49. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They go play action here. Complete out to the right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. From the 47. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throwing for Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag back. When you see zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down, 1 yard to go. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. This one from 47 yards away. Slide's kick is up and good. And they come away with some points on that series.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He puts everything behind this one. Big gain downfield. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took them a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
That one splits the uprights, and the Packers cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hauled in left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Hurts now from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jair Alexander with the stop. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got a home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run.
It's an LA touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
This is the worst defense.
Cardi now for the PAT. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he goes out of bounds, just short of the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch. and the quarterback will find you again.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 36. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They're throwing it. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, ball at the 36. He'll look to throw. On target to Musgrave. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 34. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Looking for the back that time. And now it's third down. Blown back gets the handoff. And this is down across the 30 before it stopped. A gain of 6, and that brings up an interesting 4th and short call.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Pass play now. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. It's an 8-yard gain, but a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Touchdown, Green Bay! So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
One final shot before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. The give now out of the shotgun. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
You know there's elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate. It just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back. Nowhere to go but for a sack.
He gets this one to Nacua. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up first and 10. Hurts to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Hurts throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He'll throw it yet again. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams push their lead further to start the half. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. here from the gun. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 41. They'll throw it. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's in the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now a give on the counter. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Dropping back to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 from the 41. Rice motioning left. On 1st down, Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throwing for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card.
Let's make some good calls, offense.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third and long for him here. Complete out to the right. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Handoff now out of the gun. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's across midfield into Rams territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff now from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw here on first down. McLaughlin's got it, complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Packers.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Finds a man, right side. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Play action on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Just not quite enough to break the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Handoff now, running right. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. A give now from the gun. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers' side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Gets this one to Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Gotta hurry this to the line. Another carry for him. And they make this stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Trying to set this up quick. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Green Bay.